shocking death of Hayden Panettiere, which is sparking some renewed backlash against Neutrogena. You might remember the company featured her in a lot of their ads for about a decade, from like 2005 to 2015. You see some of the ads here. But Panettiere ultimately stopped working with the brand. She later claimed in her book they fired her after she spoke publicly about struggling with postpartum depression. Here she is talking about it in one of her last interviews in May.
Of all the things that they would fire me over, this was the last thing that I thought they would ever fire me over.
Since her death, you see here, Neutrogena's just been flooded online, on their posts online. Comments that are pretty pointed. Some people calling for a boycott. Watch.
Y'all had the nerve to do my girl Hayden like that?
That is so beyond messed up, especially for someone who had already been very open and dealing with a lot of her mental health stuff.
We have reached out at NBC News to Neutrogena, but we have not heard back. I want to bring in PR and crisis management expert Molly McPherson, who's joining us now. Molly, at some point, is it your professional assessment that Neutrogena will have to acknowledge sort of what is happening in this space?
Well, certainly silence has already cost them to the frame in this case. And now what they need to see is action. This is not a time for a press release. I mean, certainly Neutrogena, it's one of these unknown unknowns in crisis management. You could never plan for this, but you can always plan to be empathetic.
There have been other instances where brands have had some backlash, right? And talk us through some of the dynamics in this one here, because obviously there are still so many people who were fans of Hayden Panettiere who are reeling from her death.
I mean, certainly. I mean, brands have certainly run into crises before, whether it's a logo that they changed or doing a campaign with an actress about blue jeans. But this is a case of a story that they can no longer make good to the person who talked about this in May of 2026. The mistake that was made is something should have been done back when the actress started talking about this. Now it's almost too late. And the silence is deafening here. The social media commentary is being written. This narrative is being written by the public, and the public is not giving them a break.
So what would damage control look like for Neutrogena here, Molly, in your professional view?
Damage control right now is action, and it's action towards maternal health. That's the news line in August with the Lindsay Clancy case. So that's the only place where they can go. Action.
Okay. Molly McPherson, glad to have you back on the show. Thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate it.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.